I had to restart stream. But I don't know if that was the case. I also think it was also because of the fact of the there is an apparent signal jammer over here. Well, I got that one. I thought there was a yeah, I think there was one over here. Oh, well, so the little bit of lag is going to have to continue because I think the game is doing it. And I just want to finish what I got going right now. Then I'll try to restart game. Apparently there was one in Bolingbroke. Which I'm going to go back there and get the one in Bolingbroke. And there's apparently one outside, an action figure outside of Bolingbroke too. It did say it was on event. Well, found it. Got a 4-star wonder level for it, but going into Bolingbroke was definitely not worth it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lose this wonder level, restart game, and get more. Oh, that fucker seen me. Oh, no, I remember what I was going to do. I got to do this one. I was going to do this one, and then I was going to get off because I was, well, restart, I should say. This is the only thing I see good for the fucking Mark II, in my opinion. Actually, I finally got freaking, gang attacks, so I could do those too. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I hope this fucking update's worth it, to be honest with you. I just want an update. The last good update I think we had, honestly, was fucking the business update. Doomsday kind of sucked because you got this bitch. I don't even really technically know what else update was technically good. He gave up in one swing. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually get myself a fucking vehicle that's more than just more than just a one-seater.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. It's on the way.
I gotta figure out a way to get my strength up. I hate doing strength on this game. It's probably one of the worst things to rank up in this game. If not, probably the worst. Excuse me. But yeah, what I'm saying is that it's just fucking awful. Some of the updates, like the Lowrider update, was actually pretty fucking fun. I just wish I could do some of the missions for it. Doing the missions for some of these updates that, you know, have came out would probably been where I wish I could have done it. And if I do figure out a way to get my Xbox fixed or cleaned or whatever, would probably be the best thing to do. Whenever I get back on GTA, I'm gonna try to find some, like, majority of these. I'm gonna save up for. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can via the. I mean, the auto shop would probably be the best way of getting money, like the short-term money way. But Cairo Preco is probably the best thing to do for money. So, for me, that's why I would say that technically, that I would do the auto shop missions if you're just literally a person who wants to do things solo. Because honestly, I think that Cairo would pay out more if you had friends. In my opinion. Out of all fucking stats in this game, that is probably hands down the easiest thing to get. It's driving. I wish the fucking Mark II counted for flying. It's a flying fucking bike. What else do you think? Yeah, GTA is just like this big old monster that nobody really knows anything really about. You know, funny enough, the last time that they said something like that, they ended up actually getting a deal done. Because funny enough, NBC Universal did the same bullshit, the scare tactic to fucking like post your shit all over the fucking on every fucking thing that they could get their damn hands on. And they got the job done. I mean, it's there still, but I don't know for how long. But I mean, it's there. I hope it does stay because I really do like some of the NBC stuff. But yeah, I mean, it might happen. I have a funny feeling that YouTube will find a way to um, get them back. I mean, they always do. I mean, if not, YouTube and Disney knows that there's going to be a lot of people who's going to cancel, and that's not what I want to see happen with YouTube and all that, because YouTube is actually a really good TV provider. Hey, that's a Vamos. They actually are using a Nova for once up in here. But yeah, I feel like that it could be done, that a deal could be struck, because I heard that apparently the ESPN, like, that YouTube's paying ESPN to do, like, to be the primary, stream, or, the sponsor of the NBA Finals on that. I thought it was supposed to outlast through, 2026 is what I heard. It was like a multi-year deal, but without ESPN on the lineup, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. But yeah, like what I think is going to happen is they're both going to do these long ass negotiations for hours on end, and then like the last second, if lucky last second, they're going to bring that deal in, and they're going to get it done. That's just how it was last time with NBCU and Roku. They lasted till. I want to go to that website, to be honest. I want to read what Disney has to say. Alright, I gotta read into this. Bro, like way back in the day, if you look at my old YouTube videos, way back in the day, you could probably see that I actually played the game looking so much worse than this. 10 times worse than this, actually. Okay, what does this say? As you may already be aware, we are regularly in negotiations with distribution partners that offer our networks to our customers. If we are unable to reach a fair agreement, you could lose some of your favorite networks. It's our sincere goal to avoid this outcome. You should know we continuously work with our cable, satellite, telco, and streaming distribution partners to continue to offer fans of of our media networks to their TV channel lineups. Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution has a proven record of negotiating fair carriage deals with companies of all sizes over the years, and almost never have our viewers lost one of their shows. You have choices. There are many platforms that allow you access to our channels and shows. These options include the streaming services like Fubo, DirecTV Stream, Hulu, and Live TV, and many others. You can also try satellite TV services like Dish and DirecTV to subscribe to a cable or telco provider in your area. We hope YouTube TV customers click here. We're working hard to make sure some of America's most watched networks, including local ABC stations in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Houston, Raleigh-Durham, and Fresno, the ESPN networks, the Disney Channels, Freeform, the FX network, and National Geographic Channel stay available on Google's YouTube TV. Customers, if we don't reach a new agreement with YouTube TV soon, some of your favorite shows may be gone from your lineup, including SportsCenter, exclusive live such as Monday Night Football, college sports, NBA basketball, Bluey, Puppy, Dog Pals, and Raven's Home. 25 Days of Christmas, American Horror Story, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think it's going to be done. I think it's going to be done, though. With reading what I just read there, I'm 110% sure that something's going to come through. And it does seem like that Disney just allows their shit on anything that they're on. That's what it seems like to me, but I could be wrong. Like, every single thing that, you know, streaming service or anything that I've known or seen of, other than Fubo here recently, because they just recently gained them, I should say, is the reason why I say that there could be really big things that I'm going to say that YouTube could end up keeping. Unless if Disney really wants to add, like, the Longhorn Network, which I doubt. Because, I mean, it's just one channel. I mean, it's just like NBC. I was figured that they would actually, maybe have added NHL because it's kind of, well, it's kind of owned by both NHL and NBCU. But you would think that asking NBCU to have a little bit of something over it, just so they can see if they can get it. But I think that it's going to happen because even, like, I feel like that they're not going to end that easily with the negotiations with it. In my opinion, I think it'll be back before it's said and done. Shooting one up. More ammo. I know I talk about YouTube and streaming services too much. It's just I look into it too much. And the one big streaming service that I'm really concerned about's future. Well, technically a few of them's future, including YouTube TV's, honestly. I'm really concerned on Hulu's. Because they haven't really added anything since fucking Viacom mid-last year. And it really concerns me because they haven't added shit. Do I really want to use that? Probably not. Oh my god. Round 4. Because they start fucking piling up in places you can't see. Yeah, you could always do it that way, but I see an issue with doing that. I mean, it's going to be... in the moment that I learned about it, it blew the hell up. And how many fucking, like, Facebook groups I'm in, everyone's already kind of getting a little bit tired of the disputes. I mean, I am too, but it's honestly nothing that really, honestly, anybody can do. Every fucking cable company has it too. They usually get it done behind the scenes, and that you don't have to ever worry about it. I mean, yeah, they tell you about it, just so you know, you can... like, the channel will have to tell you, so where, you know, like, just, like, if it just randomly disappears. I remember the day that Tennis Channel got removed from YouTube. I was actually watching it, too. I mean, it's just those little subtle things. I want to see Bally Sports back, but the problem is, I just don't see, like... I mean, honestly, with what fucking Sinclair... I meant, not Sinclair, but, what YouTube did with fucking, with, Viacom, I wouldn't really mind to see the $20 increase if it does come back to YouTube. Everyone says that Bally Sports probably will never come back to YouTube and all the other ones ever again. Add the fucking fees to it. Oh, fucking Bally's will be all over that shit. I understand that Bally's practice is extremely bad with Sinclair's. But I just want to be able to watch my Blue Jackets again, man. That's it. That's like, what does a man have to do? Like, a man wants his dream to come back. I mean, it really technically didn't stay for too long. Because technically, whenever, as far as I could remember, the last time I was on YouTube TV, like, I joined in, like, 2018 or 2019. And funny enough, I'd ended up getting back into sports around that time, too. And go figure, they fucking drop stuff like that you really need. They dropped it mid-2018-ish. Well, Sling did first. And then I think everyone else started following suit right afterwards. So, I mean, it's kind of sad that, you know, Bally's kind of losing out on a lot of fucking viewership, to be honest. That's what they're doing. They're losing ownership. Like, they're losing a lot of money. And I don't care what, I don't care what Rick, or what's his name is that owns the Dallas Mavericks. I forget what his name is. I have really high respect for him, but after he said that you have to switch to DirecTV was what really got me to not like him anymore. He said that you have to switch to DirecTV if you're wanting the RSNs, because they're never coming back to the other services ever again. I'm like, you're sounding a little optimistic there, buddy. Because in my own personal opinion, nobody could ever say that. And sadly enough, Congress and fucking anything like that can't get involved with it, even though that technically we would want to see it come back. It won't. Yeah, we get that they're like $20 is expensive, but it is what it is. It's distributing rights for so many channels. Do you see this shit? There is a guy over here. Hey guys, guess what? I finally passed round 4. But yeah, in my honest opinion, it's coming. In my honest, I know that I keep talking about like streaming services, but I have a really funny feeling that YouTube and Hulu and all them's going to find a way to get it back. And I'm sorry to say it, if that freaking price increase that's supposed to be happening sometime next year or so is going to be for Bally Sports, I'd be okay with it. I'd really be okay with it. Hey. What? I called it. I knew as soon as I peeked that it was going to kill me. Sure. The more you rank up, the fucking quicker that Man, it's just sad to know that freaking Kevin Love's up in his age. Different athletes freaking fall off worse than others. LeBron James would probably be the oldest fucking man on earth playing basketball. He'd probably be played up until his 70s. And honestly, I think it can happen. With how far medicine has come along. And if he continues doing the right things, he could probably do that. Honestly, I think he could. It's just really, really interesting to think about if, you know, if LeBron James or somebody like that. I mean, I don't know what happened to Kevin Love. He used to be really fucking athletic. I think after 2016, after he won that championship with Cleveland, that's what really wrote it for him. That he really just didn't. He pretty much got what he wanted, and that's about the only thing he really needed was a champ, and that's it. From here on out, he's just playing it for what it is. I swear, if you're wanting the fastest, like, way to get, like, chump change on GTA Online, look no further than fucking survivals. If YouTube actually does get rid of Disney channels, I think Fubo can really swoop in and do some crazy shit. I think they really could. I think, in my opinion, that Fubo could really come in and swoop in and do what YouTube did. I don't understand why people think that just because... I hit, I hesitated. In my opinion, with this new COVID variant, I mean, in my retrospect of everything that's been going on, I mean, again, it just somehow gets to it because I always fucking read it everywhere I go. Everywhere you see, it's just there. You gotta get out of your house eventually. You can't always just stay locked up forever. I'm sorry to say it, I understand that, you know, that they're just doing it for safety reasons, but, you know, like I'm gonna say is that if majority of every single person's vaccinated and then it's still spreading, it makes me wonder, is that vaccine actually really going to do anything? I don't know. I mean, I'm just a guy who just reads it online and just wishes it'd be over, because Like, the only thing that I would say that I would really love to see is the fact that I could actually hear that that it's kind of calmed down a bit. But will it happen? Probably not. My biggest thing is that I want to know is how many people are actually, like, the number of vaccinated versus unvaccinated. I get that there's probably a big amount of both sides, so I mean, if the unvaccinated are given it to the vaccinated, but yet the vaccinated is also given to the unvaccinated, so it wouldn't really matter which side you're on. I don't want to hear no argument saying that this whole entire vaccine bullshit is going to save the whole entire universe. No. Sadly, it won't. I wish I could say it could end next year. If the media would stop scaring people, to be fair, then you may never know what might happen with people actually trying to do the vaccine. I'm just saying. I just remember, like, the way that I see it is if Disney gets removed, that's going to be a problem because A&E won't be added then because Disney kind of has a little bit of stake into A&E and their whole entire suite of networks. Just a tad bit, which is just a little bit is enough to have a say-so on something. Fox Corporation really fucked up whenever they gave away fucking... Or, well, Disney, technically, not Fox. If Fox Corporation still owned those channels, they would have probably never got rid of them. What else I gotta say about this whole entire COVID thing is that I'm really confused about is the fact that, you know, it's a new variant here, it's a new variant there. If there's nothing there, then you gotta be vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, you're getting hated on. If you're vaccinated, you get hated on. So, which side do you pick? I know I'm talking about it again. I don't care. It's my stream. I can talk about whatever I want. And that's the one thing that really concerns me is that there's so much shit that is going on in the world as well that, you know, that is worse than fucking COVID that can indeed kill you. Do I even have anything to do with fucking... I do not, technically. Game, are you going to continue dicking with me like this? I mean, I think it is, no matter what. The rapid fire bullshit, fucking lower levels not being able to compete with anything. Yeah, I think this game's out for you. Guessing in first person, you can't really technically eat. You know, I find it funny that every single time I start a stream, I start to feel like shit. You probably will. Without any remorse. Game, stop. Stop! Oh my god! They say if you're aiming down sight, you fucking roll. That is inevitably the bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. Or, well, I guess that it does. Whenever you're trying to fuck get out of a situation like that, it don't work. I don't care if I'm wasting my money, to be fair. I really don't. I have fucking $517 million. Do I think I care? Really don't. Like I said, the game's bullshit. It literally does rapid fire on you, and you can't do anything. And whenever you do,